Welcome, guys, to another edition of another spoiler review of Better Call Saul. We're talking Hero. Now, I'm assuming you saw the episode. These are just my thoughts. It's late, tired. Let's just get through this. But I will say, though, great damn episode. It's funny episode. Great episode. Series always is. It's just great. I mean, I really love this series. Now, this episode was a lot more funnier than the last episodes. There was a lot of great moments in this episode, especially the flashback, especially the very opening of this episode where we see Saul and still doing his evil deed, so to speak, that con artist in him. I absolutely love when, he's working with the fat dude that was on the ground, and, he pretty much cons that one guy he's with, who they had a few drinks, where he takes the watch and Saul takes pretty much $1,000, but saying, hey, isn't that, you think that watch is worth more? And the guy's like, yeah, I mean, it's if we want to make it fair, then here, I'll give you more money. And he gets Saul like $500, $800, and then he takes off with the watch because he thinks it's real. He says, sucker. And then Saul just plays him. I absolutely love those flashbacks where the great writing, where it actually shows, what's going to happen in this episode, really, Sal's past and why it connects and makes sense when you're watching this episode. So Sal conning that one guy, that guy, the big fat dude being in on it. That guy's like, I'm around, you guys are buttheads. I'm around, kid house, you roadhouse. It was very funny, and you do see Saul's past, and you see the struggle that you understand the struggle he's in. I mean, now you will understand why Chuck is like, listen, you do one more bad thing, you don't do the, go the straight arrow kind of way, the straight path, and you just do something that's harmful like your old self, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to bail you out. This is your last chance, Saul. And that we're seeing the struggle, because we see right after that him and the Kettlemans. The Kettlemans is pretty much trying to bribe him to say, listen, don't say anything, just like you never saw us, call back in. And Saul's like, listen, I can't do that, they all know you're here. And then Mrs. Kettleman's pretty much trying to give him money, bribe him, and he's like, I can't take the bribe. And all he wanted was their business, and he tells them straight up he wants their business. But they say, listen, you're the type of lawyer that if somebody hires you, they're automatically guilty. So that sucked for Saul, man. Saul is a pretty damn good lawyer. He knows how to talk the talk, and it was just really sad to see, Saul just get like straight to the face. Like, it's nothing else. It's just it's just you. But when we follow Saul and we see that he's a great lawyer, very, he knows how. He's been working his ass off, and to get that slapped in his face, I don't blame him for taking the money, because he ends up taking the money. But the Kettlemans do go back and tell everybody that they were camping and they're in a hurry. So I don't blame Saul at all. And then we see him and Nacho, and we see that Nacho's coming back. Nacho's definitely coming back. But Saul pretty much telling him, Nacho's not believing that those people just went camping, and that somebody tipped them off, and he thinks that somebody was Saul. Saul straight up telling him, listen, whoever tipped them off, they did you a favor. You were sloppy. And it does make sense. Saul had a great point. Nacho was sloppy. I mean, he had left the blood in the van. Who does that? He's pretty much just a drug dealer who doesn't know any better. So he's pretty much straight up told Nacho. Nacho didn't say nothing, turned around, left, but Nacho's going to come back and dip that cheese. So, and then we see Saul, counting the money, expenses and stuff. I really like that. I really love how Saul's like getting the suit, talking to the women who are doing his hair. He's like, oh, you said, I want this color, it's bleach, it's not going to go out, I love how he's just pretty much confident, and he has this trick up his sleeve. And you see Kim gives Saul a call, wants to do so. I like these two. I like these two relationship. I think it really works for the series, especially when Kim goes to Saul and tells him, what the hell was that? After Kim gets dragged with Hamlin, and they see Saul put up a billboard They put up a billboard, which is the same exact billboard as Hamlin, the other infirm, the lawyer infirm. He's the big infirm that Chuck works for, and Saul's competing with. And it's the big ass board. Clothing is the same. Name is the same, of course, because it's the same name as Saul. You know, McGill, I think McGill. And yeah, it was just funny seeing that. And then, you know, Kim just looking like, oh, what is this guy doing? And then Kim going to where Saul is staying, where he's living in that hairdresser / nails pedicure place. And, you know, late at night, he's getting his pedicure on, or well, he's getting like a massage, and, you know, letting the feet soak in the tub, in the water. See, it's late. Well, anyway, I really like the scene. I really like those two dynamics. I really think this relationship really kind of works. It seems like Kim is like, you know, she's helping him. She's helping him out. She's saying, listen, you're being an idiot. What are you doing? This is only the start of it. They will go after your ass, and they're going to get you for copy infringement, this and that. What are you doing? I'm just trying to look out for you. And, you know, Saul's telling her, you know, you're working in a company that doesn't appreciate you. And just, it was the back and forth, and you're just building up the relationship. And that's what I like. I like the relationship. You know that something's going down with these two. Like, they seem like they hook up occasionally, but there's more of I like the more of a trust, a friendship there. Seems like they've known each other for a long time, so I like Kim so far. The actress, I said last episode she didn't do too good in the last episode, but this one I think she did a lot better, and I really did like the play, the bounce off of Saul and Kim. So we see that, and we see, you know, exactly what Kim said. Saul being taken into the judge and saying, Hamlin telling him, listen, look what he's wearing. He's wearing the same damn suit I'm wearing. That was a funny moment. Just like looking at these two and like, dude, Saul's wearing the same exact damn suit as Hamlin. How is the judge not going to like say, listen, take the damn billboard down? And that's exactly what the judge says, is take the damn billboard down. You got 48 hours. So Saul was trying to get the news people and everything to come up and tell his story, like the David and Goliath, but there is really no story there. But he hires some guys, and basically he wants to make a video showcasing him and showcasing his billboard and how Hamlet's taking it down because I'm the small man and I can't even use my own damn name, and it's my name. So then we see the guy who's tearing it down just like fall off the side, and he's just hanging there. So of course Sal's the hero because, hey, Sal is as fast as Superman, as strong as Batman, and as smart as me, because I'm a superhero. No, Sal pretty much goes up, saves him, and I was like, oh man, how convenient that dude would be falling off, and, you know, Saul's right there. At first I was going to, you know, shove it off as, you know, it's kind of like, you've seen this before in writing, but then I absolutely loved the little twist when he does save them, and they're like exchanging high fives. All a setup from Saul. It was a publicity stunt. It fooled me. It fooled everybody else, but it didn't fool Hamlin, and it definitely didn't fool Kim, and it's definitely not going to fool Chuck, because Chuck finds out on that newspaper when Saul says the newspaper didn't come in, but Chuck, you know, putting on his blanket, walking barely across the street. It looked like he was about to have a damn heart attack. Coming back with the newspaper, leaving $5. I think that newspaper was less than $5, but whatever. Keep the change. Goes back to his house, sees what Saul did. He knows exactly that's Saul's stunt. Man, Saul is definitely in trouble. You got Nacho on him. You got the firm on him. You got Chuck on his ass. Saul is trying to make a name for himself, but he's using the same damn name as the competitor. I would love to see Saul finally get his name Saul Goodman and start making those commercials. But we'll see. That's definitely going to take a few more episodes until we see the Saul we know and love. Maybe towards the very end of the series. the season. So, oh man, but I absolutely enjoyed this episode. Like I said, the comedy worked, especially with Saul and Kim. Saul with Mike worked still. That chemistry is dynamic. I think I would love to, it's just so far in these couple of episodes, it's just been like here and there. Saul and Mike, those two are gonna, get together. And I love the struggle with Saul. I absolutely love this character, Saul. Really showcasing a lot more dynamic, definitely different layers to his character, other than that we didn't see in Breaking Bad. That this man is a good man. But he used to do bad things, and he's trying to, change his life for the better. He's working his ass off, but nothing seems to go his way. And when it does, it still seems to blow up in his face. He's trying, and sometimes you just gotta do things that just thinking outside the box, and a lot of, just try to get something going, because he's really at his wit's end. The bribery money, I know a lot of people could say, he should have never taken that money. This is not. Saul's trying to be a good guy. If he's a good guy, he would never took that money. But the way they slapped him in the face with that insult, and the way he's just struggling on that, I don't. Saul, go ahead. You deserve that money. Go right ahead. You walked in that desert. You found the camping grounds. Go right ahead, buddy. But overall, I really enjoy the series. I really like exactly where it's going. The acting is fantastic. The tone is great. I love that one shot in the very beginning as well, when it's Saul and that one guy, the flashback scene, and the camera's just showcasing the whole building and them, and it's late at night. I love that shot. I love when he just he goes to the answering machine, he does his little ritual, and he's hoping for calls. Little things like that. I love the little things like that. I love the fact that, hey, Kim did call him and wanted to go watch The Thing with Kurt Russell, 80s action. I thought that was a very humorous moment right there, and really showcases the relationship that she has with Saul. I like Chuck and how he was basically going to have a heart attack going outside. And he's probably just going outside and the old woman's just looking at him. I love just all the writing in here. I love basically the con artist in Saul. So great episode. Really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought. Please subscribe. Please like. More episodes on the way. So more reviews on the way. Thank you guys. I know it's late at night. I'm tired, but I had to watch Saul. All right. See you.